We traveled to Maggie Valley today to go to the Maggie Valley Swap Meet. It's the C10s in the Valley show, and they have sold out of all their vendor spaces in July. And then there's a big old crowd of C10s there, according to the pictures on Facebook. So we decided that we would take a field trip and check out the swap meet. We are in the 99 Jeep Cherokee that we fixed a couple of weeks back. We're actually vehicle poor at the moment. We sold the Cadillac. The blue truck is down because it has a cracked wheel. The 7.3 is down.
Needs an IDM.
Needs an IDM. So we're in the Jeep. This is its first run on the road since we put it back together. We just got it re-tagged and put the insurance back on it yesterday. So we
So
just
a 2-hour trip to Maggie Valley is the right answer.
yeah. I mean, why not, right? But we made it, and we are fixing to go in and check out the swap meet real quick. Maggie Valley is in full fall right now. Some of the leaves are starting to drop. It should be really pretty in 2 to 3 weeks. This is the motorcycle mecca. Everybody comes up here to ride the Tail the Dragon, the Cherohola Skyway. It's just the center point for a bunch of motorcyclists. Maybe before the season gets cold, we can partake of that as well.
So we're gonna take a good.
We're also like bike poor at the moment. None of our bikes currently like run. None.
Even the late model one needs a battery now, so it's down there.
How many bikes do we have? We have
6.
6 bikes.
They're all ready.
Yeah, we're not really doing good on the bike scene right now. Here is the Wheels Through Time Museum. We were here 2 weekends ago for the motorcycle cannonball. It's a neat place to check out if you haven't been. It's the museum that runs. That looks pretty slim. I'm gonna.
So just go across the road.
Yeah, I'd probably just go.
We're gonna buy something stupid good. I promise you that.
Good thing I got the wagon this time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks pretty slim.
Yeah, that's crazy. We probably shouldn't keep real here.
Probably. Good thing we're in the Jeep though. We finally got parked. And we remembered our wagon. Which is a good thing because we've got a long, well not really a long walk, but we don't want to have to go to the car 50 billion times. Well, we've emptied out load number 1. We had a bunch of spacers, an intake, some vintage shirts, and now we're going back for load number 2, and then load number 3. First stop is to pick up some vintage sound equipment. This is load number 2. Thank you. This is a fun part of playing Tetris in the wagon.
This is probably going to be play lay it down on the wagon. I don't think there's going to be any guy.
No, you might lay it crossways.
They might fit in here. Well, one of them will.
What if you lay them long ways? Balance them? What I'm saying, lay them like this. Oh, we got plenty of time. I don't know what you're going to put together. You may have like 2 trips.
So I put it on its side.
Hey, that's a good. There you go.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Somebody's gonna have to walk behind her in the front too.
Yeah.
She can do that.
There you go.
Maybe I'll just set them all in the center.
Right there and get close to these.
That'll work. All right, Brittany.
Thank y'all.
Thank you.
Thank you. You're probably going to have to balance this stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't let them fall.
Thank you.
We've made it safely out of the gate and about to go again. Almost back with
Yeah, we have an
load
extra
number
receiver,
2.
and we got a 6-disc CD changer too that might be
Man.
something on eBay.
We're gonna be popping.
All right. Does it fit and does it ship?
We made it back to the Jeep in one piece.
We're gonna put them in here sideways like they are right here. Most people would be all ragey about scratching them, but my living room's dark.
Yeah. Here, slide. My rubber mat that we went all the way to get. No, we got another load to get.
Load of stuff. Okay, that's what we thought.
Thank you.
See you. I could put these over there and then stack wheels back here, or I could put the wheels in the roof and stack these on top of the speakers. But if I slide off the speakers, I might bust the glass.
Yeah.
This is the part where the guy messaged me back now and was like, "You can come get that engine."
But you got a trailer?
Yeah, you got a trailer I can borrow for a few hours. Let's see, those other ones are bigger. I can put them on. These is heavy. The other two ain't quite as heavy. We might actually make money on the stuff that we're not using.
Yeah. Daniel's gonna go get the wheels, and I'm going to hand out some flyers for the Resurrected show. It's coming up in a little under 3 weeks now. It is October 21st from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. in Jefferson, Georgia. If you want the deets, they are on our website, resurrectedgarage.com/car show. Have to water our tow piggy.
Well, it's actually not low, but this mud is fantastic. Check out this mud. I'm gonna see if I can make some of it bubble out of here. Ew.
We have flushed and flushed and flushed and flushed and flushed this radiator, and it still looks like that.
It does not get better.
We have also never sank this thing in the mud.
This is rust from the cooling system.
Yeah.
It's not mud, like mud.
We have used the Jeep to work, but we've never just completely just crashed it through the mud holes, beat on it. While I was handing out car show flyers, Daniel got the Jeep loaded. Got a wheel up the top, wagon there, speakers there, all the other wheels and tires back there, if it fits. So we were supposed to be working on my International today, or my other car, or the Durango, but instead somebody was on Marketplace when I was driving back home from Maggie Valley.
Should have made me drive.
And
You would have
found
been on
this.
Marketplace looking at stuff. We're both guilty.
So what did you find?
I found a 76 Sportster for parts, but it's got kickstart cases. I've wanted to put kickstart on mine since I bought it.
Well, he has a 79 Ironhead Harley that we've been to the Keys on, we've been to Sturgis on. There's a couple of different videos on that bike. So we're really excited.
Y'all been following us for a while. You saw me push start the stupid thing when we went to the Keys when the starter failed. If I would have had that lovely kickstart pedal, I wouldn't have had to do that.
And it's just very hard to roll somebody off when you have like luggage on the back and you're in full gear.
It's hard to roll that bike off.
Yeah, it's a pain.
It doesn't spin over easy. So kickstarting it should be a breeze. You can do it, Brittany.
That's my favorite thing to do. So we're gonna go get that. It's in pieces, we think, or saw.
The motor's in the frame, the rest of it's in pieces.
So it is a bike in a box. We have secured the goods. It is in the back, strapped down. So the frame, the engine, a box of parts, and then we bought some saddlebags that are kind of vintage to match with it, and a set of handlebars that go with something else. So, yay! The deal of the day. Now we're gonna head back home and hopefully work on something. Our weekend was jam-packed and didn't slow down. Monday morning we were up bright and early to meet that guy at 8:30 a.m. to go check out a Volkswagen Dasher diesel. We definitely risk it for the biscuit. We've been trying to not drive the blue truck because of the sketchy wheel and tire, but we did put slime in there and made sure that it held air and just tried to take it easy. We're on our way to go pick up hopefully a Volkswagen Dasher.
It's gonna be so dashy with its diesel.
We were supposed to be there at 8:30. It's now 8:52.
We're gonna be there at 8:52. It's now 8:41.
But that's Monday morning traffic in Atlanta for you. I don't know how people like work here and get to work on time. Ever. Because even if you leave early, you're still going to be late. So I don't know how that works. Maybe if you're from Atlanta and you're watching this, you can give us some insight.
I'm telling you, you just show up late and no one cares. That's the only way.
Daniel thinks you do that, but I don't understand that because when I worked like an actual job, you got like penalized for being late. So I don't know.
I mean, I've been late for everything my entire life, and it really hasn't hurt me that much. Even in college, like, my professors are like, you're never going to be anything in life. And then by the time that I graduated, like, all of the ones I had over and over was like, oh yeah, you know what you're doing. Being on time does not equate to being a better employee, and I will stand by that statement.
We've arrived. Here is the little Dasher. It's a cute little critter. Properly 80s. Manual and diesel. It's in pretty decent shape for its age. Just needs a little love.
Hey, my name is Usman Khan. I go by my last name Khan, and I'm at the shop here at 2070 Metropolitan Parkway Southwest. We're basically a loop center, and we also do jobs such as brakes, tune-ups, oil changes, AC. And we happen to have this beauty right here, 1981 Dasher. It was sitting in the back, collecting dust. We didn't have the time to care for it, give love to it, give it what it deserves, given that this thing is more than 40 years old. And the fact that it still runs, it shows you that it has potential for sure.
Absolutely.
We appreciate you guys at Original Retro Garage for coming out here, more than an hour and a half drive away, and picking this up from us. It's like a win-win. You get it from us, and we get it done here. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Thank you. Of course, sir.
I always get stuck with pumping the tires up. I hate this part, but it's got to be done, mainly just because it's noisy. And we forgot our bungee cord. Trying to lean out the window. I need to move that ramp in. It's really narrow. At least I think. Well, we got the Dasher loaded. It actually was really easy to load because it ran and drove on the trailer, which is nice after pulling those 6 cars out of the woods in Loganville's that didn't run, that we had to cut out of the woods. So, phew! And now to take it back to the shop. What do you think, Kat? We've been trying really hard to try to produce content more regularly and more consistently. And because of that, that means working on these projects late at night, in the early mornings, going to go get parts in the early mornings, making midnight runs to go get parts. It's a lot because we do still have to do customer work during the day. So we've got a lot going on right now, and events as well. Into the shop, the little diesel goes. This is narrower than like an S10 and a Ford Ranger.
Yeah, I know. When we had the pit at Ricky's, it was like this with the Volkswagen, all the old Volkswagens.
I was like, oh boy. There is no room for
Yeah, that's why I want
mistakes.
This thing with a shot of ether, as soon as I bump, the key was running. If we get the glow plugs working, it will not be hard to start.
So you want to tell them like what all our to-do list is?
I'm not sure what our to-do list is.
Well, what did we bring it in here for?
Oh, we brought it in here to like put some fiberglass on this crusty floor pan. It's got like a small spot of rust that's mainly I'm worried about getting the rainwater on the carpet when it rains. It's not that bad.
So we got that, and then the glow plugs.
The glow plugs don't work. The alternator belt is falling off.
Oh, we got a timing belt to do.
Yeah.
It broke the bank at $11 whole.
Yeah. Figure for $11 to not have someone else have the broke timing belt and possibly a trash. I don't know if it's an France engine or not. Possibly trashed engine. Figure it's worth it.
So I don't think that I've recorded this, but we did get some upgraded wheels and tires. We went the next day after we got the car, picked these up in about an hour and away, and then gave it a nice bath. That definitely improved the look of this tenfold. So it's already looking great compared to what it originally looked like with the stocks. So that's done. And the question is, do you leave bumpers alone? Do you repaint them in this black? Then we also got the hood. It looks like somebody did a weird spray paint job with green and the Volkswagen symbol. Not really sure what's going on there.
Check out how loose this belt is. This is the loosest belt I've seen that was still installed. Like, it is literally like, I can't even believe the alternator is doing anything. I could probably just roll this off with my, yeah. Look at there, it's removed.
I don't know if we've showed you guys under the hood yet. It's a wonky setup. You've got the radiator over here. It's kind of weird. Then the motor over there. Big old battery.
What's more impressive about this car is it's got tow hooks on it. Should point down. It's got tow hooks on it. This was apparently towed behind a camper, I feel like. And the
Speedometer?
The speedometer's mechanical, so it runs when the thing's in neutral rolling. It's got 135,000 miles. I don't know how many of those were towed, but I've never seen one of these Volkswagen diesels that didn't smoke, like blue oil smoke. And this one don't smoke at all. And if you look in here, this thing is clean as a pin. If you can see. We're all moving the car backwards.
We're trying to shove the car back off the lift.
I don't know. I'm trying to see. Yeah, back there at like the back of the head casting, it is clean in there.
That's that. What I was showing you guys before. Somebody has sealed the sunroof. That no longer works. But the plus side to doing that is that the interior is still there and in pretty decent shape. This is my favorite. You can't read it anymore, but it says honk if parts fall off. Well, we're going to get to work on this thing.
Oh my God, I just discovered something. I was reading the book about a cold start advance.
Is that pokey thing that I was poking?
I think it's got a cable somewhere for it.
Yeah, I was playing with that the other day.
Thing. That's
ask you
a
if it was a
timing
choke.
advance for cold start. I'm not gonna start it because I got the I have to grease that cable. It's
The cap off?
pretty bad. I got the belt off the alternator. Yeah, I need to put some grease on that. Yeah, that needs to work.
I asked you the other day if that was a choke. And you
Well,
said it is.
it's not a choke because it's not a gas burner.
Oh,
It works like a choke, yes.
look at this cute little critter.
The dasher. horn does not work. It's not horny. I thought I heard the horn relay the other day, but I don't hear it now. Gotta figure out how to make the glow plugs work. I feel like it's important. And we gotta put a radio back in it because can't be having no tunes up in here. I really wish the
Sunroof worked?
we may chip all that out and make that work again. We'll see. We're gonna fix the like immediate issues first. Okay. We should probably take the seat out. Why does everything we get have doors that close on your leg?
I don't know. Drives me bananas.
Everything. And this one has a real like doohickey majigger. It just doesn't work properly. Put an ice grip on that. The door needs to just stay open.
It's like, and yes, the International is still in the shop. We're still working on it.
It's actually kind of close to like, well, our drafting, it does run. There we go. Now the door won't close. Don't accidentally forget and like try to push it closed.
Yeah.
Yeah, take the seat out. I think all of the like damages of the front. Yeah, it is. It's in the footwell.
Here's our box of goodies that we cleaned up from the floor. I vacuumed all that. I keep missing pieces apparently, because Daniel keeps throwing them at me. This is probably, or I know this is not the 100% exact way to patch up the floor.
Well, unless you're building a show car,
Yeah.
this is fine.
We just want there to be no holes.
Yeah, that's all I'm concerned about. I need the shop back again.
This is a cheap car, and therefore it's just a down and dirty build.
It's gonna make somebody very happy getting the good fuel mileage. Turn the shop back on.
Yeah.
It's bent up. It needs to be bent down.
This car is said to get 50 to 60 miles per the gallon.
I believe it. It's weak enough.
Yeah.
All right, hand me the shop back again. Turn it on.
We chose to use fiberglass instead of welding and cutting out the rust, doing it that way. Just because this is quick, easy. It'll be,
I mean, we did this in the floor of your Cadillac.
yeah, we did
Which
do
was
that.
a keep car that we drove for years.
So it's not like we're just throwing this together because we're not going to keep the car. Because we did this on our like personal cars as
Yeah,
well.
this is fine. Unless you're building a show car, and this will last for a few years. It's not a permanent fix. But if somebody starts driving this car, like driving it, it ain't gonna live forever. It'll live a long time. These are pretty bulletproof cars, but the car is not worth. We get done with this car, it's gonna be a running, driving car that somebody can go enjoy, and it's gonna be in the like $2,000 price range, $2,500, maybe $3,000, like if we're lucky. It's not a high enough dollar car to justify putting a whole floor pan.
And there may be people out there that want to do that kind of work, but we are not.
And if there are, they can do it on their own accord.
Yeah, we're not painters, we're not body men, we are mechanical, running and driving down the road. Make sure you're like coin purse and your coins don't fall out. That's what we're going for.
To be fair, your International is probably about that quality also.
Fiberglass cement is relatively easy to use. You just cut out the shapes that you want to fill. You place them over the areas, trim them down how you want them. They can fit in there nicely. You lay it all down and then you spread the resin all over it.
It's pretty easy.
And then you hurry up and wait. And then it cures.
The rest of the floor in this car is pretty solid. This is really the only like super bad spot.
Which is probably why the previous owners decided to glue the sunroof shut.
Yeah, and I don't think it's sealed. It's, you know, it's obvious. It's obviously not sealed. It's not sealed at all. We need to pull all this off.
They get a E for effort.
They get a nothing for effort because this is a crappy job. We need to take all this off. And I don't care if it leaks. If it leaks a little, you know what? It's an old car with a sunroof. Alright, we ain't gotta peel it all off right now. Let's do what we're doing in
Well,
here
yeah.
first.
I just wanted to see how easy it was.
Well, some of it was real easy and then it got hard. Whoever put this on did not do a good job.
If you're the previous owner and you're watching this, sorry.
If you're the previous owner and you're watching this, I really want to know why you left your car at this random shop in Atlanta. This is the part where we're gonna like start driving the car and then we're gonna figure out why they left it at the shop in Atlanta.
We just got this car Monday. Yes, Monday. Got wheels and tires for it Tuesday morning. And then got it tagged and registered Wednesday, which is yesterday. And today's Thursday. So this is a quick build.
Yeah, this is gonna be a royal pain. Might be easier to like force the sunroof open.
Yeah, it may go now. I mean, it does look better without all the gawkiness in there. So is this a sunroof that's like the Benz one, where it just kind of like flips up?
No, this one does not do that. I think this one drops down and goes back into the car. Or it may come up at the front. It looks like it's trying to come up.
Yeah.
Whatever it does, we're not messing with it right now. Yeah, it looks like it's supposed to go up at the front. Let's do our fiberglass. That's what we're trying to do.
Look
You
at
want
how
me to just
beautiful
do
it
this
is.
since I'm here doing it. I was gonna let you do it.
I don't care. It looks good so far. Didn't
It
take.
ain't gonna take but a minute to mop the resin on it. I ain't doing that timing belt.
You know?
It's new.
Oh.
We need to get that in the video and show that it's new, but that belt is very recent. I don't see any reason.
But we broke the bank getting the timing belt.
Well, keep the timing belt and use it eventually.
On what? Another one of these?
I'll buy another one of these. You know what we do? We buy cars and then we look for more of them once we're familiar with them.
We are horrible at buying multiples. We started with a Cadillac and then we're like, well, let's get another Cadillac. And then we got another Cadillac. And then suddenly we owned a lot of Cadillacs. And we still have one left.
That one's gonna get built too. And I may buy more after that. Cadillacs make money. As long as they're making money, I'll keep buying. Let me see.
My personal want list is a 59 Cadillac 4-door that's patinaed in teal or pink.
I don't recall this being this color, but
Ew.
I thought it was more clear.
I thought so too. Did you shake it up?
Yes.
Only one way to find out. Are you looking for what?
The little tiny thing of resin or hardener that I had.
I thought I saw it. Oh gosh.
Oh, here it is.
Whoa.
We're just gonna do that.
Why? Was there like a precise?
You're supposed to do, yeah, it was 120 drops. And I was at like 40 and lost count. One of these is supposed to do. That was probably too much. Whatever. We'll work quick.
Mmm.
So we now have a toggle switch for the glow plugs, and I discovered that it has a cold start time in advance. So it is cold. It's been, I don't know, 2 hours since we moved it. So this is still the ignition. We're gonna pull the cold start, and then we're gonna heat the glow plugs for about 10 seconds.
Does this one have a glow plug light?
Yeah, but it doesn't work.
Oh.
All right, let's see how quickly that starts. Took a very long time before. And it runs way better with the cold start time in advance. What a surprise, right?
Our floor is also curing. It looks really
much better.
disgusting. But
Actually, I think it looks pretty good.
well, the colors look really disgusting.
Well, it's not gonna be because I was just choking the air to make it smoke. Man, if that's not nice.
Yeah, that's a lot better.
That's night and day. And the alternator charges now. Because the belt's not falling off.
So is there anything else left on the list?
The fan needs to work.
So that's your next step.
Yeah. If I can get the fan working, then I'm done under the hood.
Then we got a new daily driver.
You can't tell if it's got, let me see that light. Let's see if it's got water in it. Oh yeah, it's full, okay. So it doesn't, God. I made it smoky in there. Okay, if I can make the fan work, then we're in business.
This light has been a lightsaver. see what I did there? We'll like put the link in our description. We have an Amazon store, whatever it's called, commission thing. So if you buy a light stick, it sends us a few pennies.
These lights are pretty good.
It's really cool because, like, show them. You can like use the 2 hooks.
Magnet it.
And it's also a magnet on both ends.
Yeah, so it does that, or you can do.
And then you can twist it in like that and adjust it. It's came in handy a lot of times. We also used it for the parking lot swap before it kind of got like passed around to everybody, which was great.
It's pretty good too for sticking to the roofs of cars if you need to move something around at night that doesn't run and no headlights. You need to like push it with a four-wheeler or something.
Which we do a lot. And it's rechargeable. You just plug it in right there.
And it was cheap. Let's not forget the most important part.
Yeah.
It was cheap.
I think it was like $30 to $40.
It was cheap.
Yeah.
For what it is, it was cheap.
We used, when Caleb was working here, we used his like mechanic light. But it was span the like length of the hood, and then you had to recharge it all the time, which wasn't that big of a deal, but it was huge. This one has a lot of versatility to it, which is what we really enjoy. We're planning on getting another one just because they come in handy so much.
And there's 2 of us and we only have 1.
Yeah, we fight over this, even though I got it for Daniel for a gift.
Why is the Dasher supposed to idle 100 RPM faster than the Rabbit?
You would think the Rabbit would go faster. We need faster things.
The Rabbit idles at 820 and the Dasher idles at 920.
Ooh.
$97 raging cubic inches.
When we take this out on the road, we're going to do a 0 to 60 time and see how long it takes.
It's going to be 0 to 60 eventually.
And then we're going to take the Mercedes 240D out and see its 0 to 60 time and see which one is worse. If you took them both down the racetrack, it would be the like, slowest race ever.
Okay, so the hood latch doesn't work correctly because it's just stuck. And there's a little tiny piece of wire that needs to be cut off. Well, I installed a relay here for the cooling fan. The fan runs if you jump power to it.
A complete cold start. Sat all night.
I'm very okay with that cold start.
But it keeps customers from bumbling all over our property.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and tag it now. The plain one goes on this one, right? And the colorful one on the other car.
Yeah. This is our first legal test drive down the road.
It'd be more legal if we had our seatbelts.
We're both us sitting over here trying to like struggle a little bit on our seatbelts. Mine is not operating, so we're gonna hold it like this and make it till we make it. I don't think it's caught in the seat. Didn't even get a 0 to 60 time. Click it before you take it. You didn't even click it.
This thing
Now that we've got the outside of the car washed and the mechanical sorted, my job is to get rid of all this mold and mildew on the headliner and the sunroof panel. And I got ahead of myself and already did a little bit on this side just to see if it was going to make a difference, and it is. I've always used Tough Stuff to clean the interiors of cars until the other day when I was watching budget builds on YouTube. We ran across those guys at our local swap meet, and they were using this CLR mold and mildew clear, and they just sprayed it on there and wiped it off, and it came super clean. So today I'm going to use that. I already used it a little bit there, but if it's any indication, it should freshen up really, really well. I'm pretty excited about that. I wish I would have used this stuff sooner. Here's where we're at so far. I've got the headliner as good as it can be. It did clean up really well. So now I need to vacuum and clean up the seats a little bit, get the door jamb crusties out. We've got the hatch open, so I also need to vacuum out these channels and get all the crud out of there. That way they don't rust. Vacuum the back of this and it should be good to go. Here's the dasher, all cleaned up. It cleaned up really well. Those wheels and tires really made a huge difference. All the glass is clean. I scraped off all the stickers on the back glass and on the bumpers. Show you guys the inside. This was one of my quicker interior cleans. Got a vacuum, seats clean, sunroof clean, headliner clean. Here's the back seat and the hatch area. We are going to do a 0 to 60 time in the Volkswagen Dasher. Daniel got the
Shifter bushings.
shifter bushing finished.
It's tight now. Before it would flop like it was in neutral.
And he fixed the toe in. So it should run a little bit better now. We had to get it ready for optimal performance.
We had to get it ready to sail. I don't care about anything else.
Yep.
We go.
3, 2, 1, start.
Wide open throttle. Still wide open throttle. It's cold, so this is going to be terrible. We're at 32. 35. 40. 45. 50. 55. Look at it go. 60.
Okay, so rough time. I'm not a scientist by any means, engineer. We're looking at 32:47.
Perfect. And I missed the turn to Scott's. The temperature gauge is also working now. It's coming up.
That's good. We were so distracted by a race car that we forgot to go the other way. Oh well. It seems like it's driving better though.
Yeah, it drives much better. It pulls to the right just a hair, but nothing like it did. Like you can let go of the steering wheel now and it don't take you off the road. Yeah, it's much happier. Gauges are all working. The shifter's working. And actually I couldn't get first or fifth. I drove it back like starting off in second was great. And I didn't have my time in advance pulled. I might have been a little faster if I'd had the extra cold start advance.
Well, we can try it on our way back.
We're not doing that.
So, switch on, key on. Hold the toggle switch down here for 10 seconds to heat the glow plugs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we started. Did not get in reverse. There we go. No power steering on this bad boy. Always make sure you don't pull out in front of anybody.
This is not as slow as the Mercedes, I don't think. This is a shifter that you do be lazy with. I don't know what gear that was, but it was not the right one.
That was a great stop.
Yeah, just lazy shift it. It'll find the correct gear. It's pretty easy.
You can pan out with my phone this way.
It looks great through this windshield. It's dirty. We never cleaned the windshield.
I never cleaned the half side. I'm gonna have to stop. Oh no, little car! We made it to Sumter County. This is the Sumter Swap Meet that we're going to today. They have it once a month except for in the really hot months, and then 2 3-day shows throughout the year.
We gotta get off flyers.
So this is one section. We are walking this block over here and handing out swap meet flyers. Entering in the other side. So far we picked up a few things: a car show trophy, a video, a few shirts, a jacket. It's hot, sweaty, rainy, humid, but we've almost walked the entire thing. Gotta find Daniel. I made a pit stop at the bathroom, and I guess he's still out here roaming. Look at that rain deal of the day.
Alright, let's get out of here.
My main goal today was to find a surfboard, and we found one for Mr. Bob. He's got a whole selection of them. Well, we're soaked, and now we gotta load all the stuff and hope it fits.
I think it'll fit. God almighty.
What?
I regret not leaving like 30 minutes ago because I said it's about to rain, we need to leave, and we should have just like ran away. It's another one of those, like, I knew what I was getting myself into and I didn't like bother with it. I think it'll fit if we turn it sideways.
Okay.
It's not that heavy. Here, get the handlebar and the seat. It is dirty. It is nasty. chance to go yeah.
There's a lot of times that I edit out footage that just doesn't have a good camera angle or isn't what you like, but I decided to leave this behind the scenes to show you guys just what it's like. There's a lot of people that think that when we go to swap meets or events that it's a vacation for us. It is enjoyable and it is fun, but there's sometimes where it just plain out sucks. And this was one of those days. We got some really good deals. We were thankful for it. But being out in the rain and getting soaked and having to jump back in the car was not fun.
Go put it to that side door. My movie wet.
Oh, no, the battery.
That's trash. You go that way. Move. That's we're gonna make like all kind of awful racket. Not amused at all. I don't want it yet. You drying your face off with my clean shirt.
My eyeball, so I don't
Okay.
lose my contacts. I didn't, so you don't want it?
In a minute after I dry off a little bit.
So we're here at the C10 show in Maggie Valley. We just finished handing out our flyers to all the shop trucks, patina stuff with attitude. So we're really trying to build our show into something like the Redneck Rumble, Beatersville, Still in Motion. That's what we're going for. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment. See you later.